Welcome back, Truth Seeker. Friday, August 23rd, 2019. One of the top news stories. The very terrible day for Wall Street, which was a response to the tariffs imposed by China on $75 billion in goods. Of course, they're the biggest trade partner of the United States of America. If you look on a product that's around you, it probably says Made in China. And with regards to this number 75, should be familiar to you. The Masonic agenda, order out of chaos in Gematria, the Masonic language, the language of letters into numbers, sums to 75, so does New World Order. Don't ever forget that headline from decades ago, New World Order pledged to Jews, and that headline came on a date with 75 numerology. Of course, this code of letters and numbers comes from Jewish mysticism Kabbalah, which Masonry is based in. Now, with regards to Chinese tariffs being the culprit, today has 70 date numerology. Chinese tariffs equals 70, and the president of China, today's his 70th day of his age. How perfect. And notice his birthday is one day from Trump's. Trump's birthday is June 14th, which is the U.S. flag's birthday. Again, these are New World Order puppets, and this whole trade war debacle, it is the work of an agenda. Absolutely. By the numbers. So, from the day Trump took office, the House of Cards president, who was announced as the 45th president on the anniversary of the fall of the wall, the Berlin Wall equals 45. From the day the House of Cards, the falling wall president, Donald Trump, from the day he took office to today is 135 weeks later. And of course, Wall Street sums to 135 when you run the alphabetic order forwards and reverse. One of the biggest Wall Street collapses in history happened on a date with 135 numerology. We'll review that in a minute. We've talked before about Friday and Wall Street. Friday has the Gematria of 63 and 36, like Wall Street is 36 and 63. One of the biggest collapses in Wall Street history happened on a date leaving 63 days left in the year, October 29th. Another collapse on a date with 36 numerology. We see these numbers again and again when Wall Street tumbles. And keep in mind, we're still not to the fall, typically when Wall Street takes its big tumble. And because the Dow's never been so high, it's never had the opportunity to fall so far. And really, there's no reason for it to be so high. It's not a true measurement of how the American people are doing. Back when the Dow Jones was a little itty-bitty number, the average American had a lot more wealth, a lot better quality of life. Tariffs also happens to sum to 79. You have one of the deaths of the Koch brothers today, who would not be in favor of such economic policies. Of course, the Koch brothers did not support Trump. Tariffs also equals 43, and today has a life lesson number of 43. Tariffs bringing Dow Street tumbling over 600 points. It shot up nearly 100 points right at the end of the day. It was right about negative 700 and then closed at negative 623. But again, October 29th, Black Tuesday in history, the day leaving 63 days left in the year. Wall Street 63, Friday 63. Black Monday happened October 19th, 1987, a date with 135 numerology, like how this week is 135 weeks from the day Trump took office. So it was also a date with 36 numerology, Black Monday, October 19th, 1987. So here's the final close. Everything down. The S&P down negative 75. Negative 75, $75 billion worth of goods and tariffs. So, some dates to keep in mind, and there will be more, but just off the top of my head, just some dates to think about down the road as we approach the fall. Typically, the big falls come in the fall and not by accident. We are ruled by the occult. Everything they do is symbolic. But October 14th, 2019, that'll be a date with 36 and 63 numerology. That'll be 122 days after Trump's birthday or his 123rd day of his age. Conspiracy is 123. October 29th, which will be the anniversary of The major market crash in 1929. It'll be the 90-year anniversary. If you write out 90 as a word, it equals 33, like Dow Jones, like New York, like trade. So the 90-year anniversary. That date will have 48 and 68 numerology. Of course, it's the day leaving 63 days left in the year. Market equals 68, Donald John Trump 68. Wall equals 48, Donald Trump 48. Again, Donald Trump on the anniversary of the fall of the Berlin Wall, November 9th, 2016, announces the 45th president-elect. That day will also be 137 days after Trump's birthday. That's the 33rd prime number. Again, Dow Jones 33, New York 33, trade 33. That will also be his 138th day of his age, and Donald Trump equals 138. Again, every time we see the market have a really terrible day, it's just perfectly synced with Trump. Like today, 135 weeks since he took office. November 13th will be a date with 36 and 63 numerology. That'll be 152 days after Trump's birthday, or his 153rd day of his age. Reshuffling of 135. That's the day leaving 48 days left in the year. Wall 48, Donald Trump 48, trade 48. And December 12th, which will just be 13 days before Christmas. Another date with 36, 63 numerology. Right near the end of fall. Winter starts December 21st. That's 181 days after Trump's birthday, the 42nd prime. It's also the day leaving 19 days left in the year. Chaos equals 19. And of course, the Masonic agenda. Order out of chaos, right where we began. So, again, this is the work of the New World Order, not the puppet President Trump, not the puppet president in China. It's the powerful people whose names you don't know, who control religion, government, media, banking, and they use their puppet politicians to do their bidding. So, again, for people who doubt this kind of stuff, you're not thinking. You're not even looking at the mainstream information they put right in front of your face, like how 10 people in the U.S. have as much wealth as the bottom 90%. You can count the number of people on your fingers who have as much wealth as 200 million. Think about it. Think about it. We are ruled over by a small group of people. Until next time.